Do you know what song that is? Name it. Buy yourself a Diet Coke if you know what song that is. Today we're doing some Guns N' Roses. I saw that they released a brand new song called Perhaps, and I thought perhaps we will listen to this song on the first listens, and here we are. Just like that. It became a possibility to a reality, just like that. We're going to learn about Guns N' Roses like you don't know everything. You say, Shane, I know everything about Guns N' Roses. Well, we're going to learn a little bit about them, then listen to that song Perhaps. So if that sounds fun to you and it sounds like something you can, your mind can concentrate on a few minutes without scrolling away, well then you're in the right place. Let's learn about Guns N' Roses, then get into the song Perhaps. Guns N' Roses, they got 28.2 million monthly listeners on the Spotify account. Top 5 jams. Do you know the top 5? Can you guess the 5 songs I'm going to name off? Sweet Child of Mine. And that's a lot of numbers. Is that 1.5 billion plays? It is. It is 1.5 billion plays of Sweet Child of Mine. In the second slot, Welcome to the Jungle. 1 billion plays. Exactly, let's see. 1 billion, 3 million, 1.3. Wow, that's a lot of numbers, man. Do you know the third song? Paradise City. This has only got a measly 935 million plays. Is all. It's all. It's kind of a lame, weak tune. November Rain has 813 million plays. No biggie there. Knocking on Heaven's Door. Hi, 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 yeah. 609 million plays. Who did that song originally? Do they have 609 million plays of Knocking on Heaven's Door? Was that, what was his name? Bobby Lee Vance? What was his name? Bob Seger? Bob Mangione? I can't remember. Let's look into the album covers real quickly, see what these guys have put out. And of course, the classic 1987's Appetite for Destruction. Then you got GNR Lies, 1988. You got Use Your Illusion 1 and 2. The Spaghetti Incident, Chinese Democracy. So Spaghetti Incident comes out in 1993. I think that's just Guns N' Roses doing covers, right? And then a big old gap, because we all know what happened there. 2008, Chinese Democracy. Then they do deluxe reissues of Use Your Illusions. And now, perhaps, Guns N' Roses is working towards new stuff. And they are, because they've said that they're actually working on stuff. Let's look into the related artists. This is going to be every Los Angeles band that you've ever heard of. Okay, let's get into it. Skid Row, Motley Crue, Slash. He's the guy that wears the top hat, and he's got a bunch of bands. Here's a surprising one, Airborne. They're fantastic. If you want a band that sounds like AC/DC, but you don't want AC/DC, go listen to Airborne. You got Cinderella, Velvet Revolver, AC/DC, Kiss, Quiet Riot, Twisted Sister, Alice Cooper, Warrant. That is a set of pretty good bands there, wouldn't you say? Now we're going to look into that bio ever so quickly, and then we're going to get into the song Perhaps. And you've got the image here, and it's of them. And the confetti's on the ground, the arms are in the air, they're holding and embracing and loving, and they're saying, we've done it. We are career champions. We are the champions of the world. And Shane, you're not, quite frankly. You're just a terrible person. Guns N' Roses are the bridge separating 1980s and the 1990s hard rock. That's interesting. The band's responsible for ushering in an era of grim, gritty rock and roll, where such peers as Motley Crue reveled in the decadence of Sunset Strip sleaze. Guns N' Roses focused on the grimy underbelly of the urban jungle, with guitarist Slash and Izzy Stradlin cranking out mean riffs and matched the dark fantasies of Axl Rose, the vocalist who led GNR with a serpentine charm. Oh, he's kind of a serpentine type fella, isn't he? When you really get to think about it, you say, Axl Rose is really a serpentine. My serpentine. And he actually says that in a song, so. I'm going to hear you scream, whatever he says. It's that time. This is the titty pie. This is the earbud. I give you a taste. I take a taste. We listen to Perhaps for the very first time. I think I heard just a smidgen of piano, and I'm hoping it's not one of these big, long, boring... I want to... Get me rocking, guys. Let's do it now. Here we go. Get me rocking. Well, that's got a vibe like they're gonna... Okay. When I didn't see him, perhaps I was wrong. When I don't believe him, but I know how it feels. That ain't bad. Almost sounds kind of David Bowie-esque. Something he would write. He almost has a little bit of Bowie in there, doesn't he? He does. It's not bad. Settled up, McKay, mother? Huh? It's not bad. Is that Slash? Duff going crazy on the bass. It's got a Beatlesy David Bowie vibe to it. Axel says, let me have a taste. Is that it? Got to give Axel a taste. Little splash of Tom Petty vibe. That's not a bad song. I like it. It's fine. Use a splash of tambourine. Let's go. Yeah, I like it. I like that chord. Do the siren sound, Axel, with your voice at the very end of this. That's why they don't take advice from me. That's okay. That's interesting. So since it was a single, it just pop off to another band of some sort. It's the Hives. Trapdoor Solution is the tune that popped up there after Perhaps. So, I mean, if that's popping up for everybody, then the Hives is going, shit. We're getting a little taste for free. We're getting a little bit people coming over to check us out. What say you? Most important part of my videos is where you get in the comments below and you tell me what you think of Guns N' Roses, you think of the song Perhaps. You might not have the same feelings as I do about it with the things I said. Remember just a minute ago when I was talking about all those things that I said? You might not have those same thoughts. But I get down there in the comments and I read your thoughts and opinions, so I'd like you to get down there and tell me what you thought of it, okay? Good, great, fantastic. Shane, I'm a huge fan of Guns N' Roses. They're my all-time favorite band. I loved them in 1987, I love them in 2023, and I'll love them in 2027. I just love them. All-time favorite album, all-time favorite songs from this band. Is it something weird and crazy that nobody else likes? And you say, you might be, my favorite song is One in a Million. That's quite frankly, or, what could it be? Have you ever seen Guns N' Roses live? I've never seen them live. Have you ever met them? I've never met them. Have you ever met Axl Rose? Bandana or no bandana? Was he wearing a fancy Australian hat or no hat? When you met Slash, was he wearing his top hat? Sometimes he just wears like a skipper's cap, just around the house or whatever, kind of like Gilligan. So get over there and tell me all that. Or you can say, not good, not great. Shane, I'm not a fan of Guns N' Roses, and that song, while it was very efficient and talented, and you were right about every single word that you've ever spoken about in this video, it's just not my cup of tea. Don't want it, don't need it, never going to listen to it again. All of that can be put in the comments below. If you have a request, want to see it on the channel, hit one of those links. You can find a lot of information in those links below, or you can put it in the comments. If you put it in the comments, I see it, like it, and we haven't done it on the channel, you'll know, because I'll hit it with a heart. Tell you I'm going to do your request, you forget about it. You lose it from your mind, but you come and you look at everything I do, and then you'll see your video at some point in the future, okay? Swing it out. The Guns N' Roses.